Hello everyone, this is Gershan. This is Gershan. I am from Mark International Education Consultancy. I am very excited to join with Facebook live session with University of Canada West. Our guest will be Nachaya. She is a senior business development manager from University of Canada West. We are going to welcome to her. Hello, Ms. Nachaya.
Hello, hi, Mr. Gershan. Hi, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yes.
So thank you very much for inviting University of Canada West to join the session today. Hello, students in Sri Lanka. Hope you are all well. Okay, so today, the University of Canada West, we would like to meet Sri Lankan students to provide information updates about the university and, of course, about the situation of the COVID-19 and the current updates in Canada. So, shall we start now, Mr. Gershan, or should we wait for 1 or 2 more minutes?
Yeah, we will wait. We'll wait.
Okay. I see some students. Hi, student. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the session. We're going to start soon. Shall we start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hi. So hi, student, and everyone in Sri Lanka. It is my honor to see Sri Lankan students once again. This time is online, unfortunately. So today, the session, I would like to briefly talk about first about the Canada country, why Canada becomes one of the destination for studying abroad, because Canada as a national is highly regarded of its high quality of living and as well as its high quality of education. Especially in Vancouver City, where our university is situated. The Vancouver City is ranked the third most livable city by The Economist in the previous year, and is known as the most vibrant business community that has major commercial business sectors and corporates in the city. And in regards to the University Canada West, we are a business innovative, technology-oriented university that offering apply the postgrad and postgrad programs to our students. Our campus, we are right in downtown Vancouver. We are also very excited to announce that our new campus, which is the second campus called the Vancouver House, is going to open one of the building in this summer intake expected. So we very thrilled to welcome our existing students and new students to our new campus. The current campus is called Panda campus. It's on Panda Street, which is right in downtown of Vancouver, while the new campus, which is called Vancouver House, is on the Beach District area. The Beach District area is going to be a new community of Vancouver City, where there are retailers, workspace, corporates, and marketplace. So it's going to be the new kind of trendy area for Vancouver City, and our students will be benefit of situating right in that city. In terms of the universities, I always say to students that it is very important for international students to know the university that they're going to study with or schools that they're going to study with, because that means they're going to invest their financial, their future in that university. So they need to know the recognitions of the university, whether the student is what status they have and whether that degree will be accepted in globally or in certain countries for work, for etc. For University of Canada West, we have accreditations and being a membership of many associations. First of all, accreditations, we have the British Columbia Education Quality Assurance, which is the provincial government of British Columbia that allowed us to offering programs for international students. We are also accredited by SCBSP, which is a global business accreditor, which is very important as a business universities. Our students, when they graduate with this business degree, they can be assured that the degree that they obtain is globally recognized. We are also a member of BCCAT. This is an association in British Columbia for transfers credits. So undergraduate students will definitely benefit from this, being a member of this association. Apart from that, the university is also being a member of AACSB, which is another globally business accreditor. Benefits of studying with University Canada West, apart from that, apart from the degree and university is being fully accredited, we have small class size, which is a unique type of class that offering to international students, so that they will be benefit from one-on-one attention from professors, which we have the first-hand industry professors who lots of them are CEO, CFO of the corporates, especially in Canada, and lots of them have higher education degree, many of them holding master and doctorate degrees in many fields as well. And apart from that, being, as mentioned, right in downtown Vancouver, students will benefit a lot of either career, networking, job opportunities, etc. And apart from that, it's very important that our international students who complete the program with University of Canada West, they will be eligible to apply for postgrad work permit up to 3 years or program with our university. So that's one of the outstanding that university and our campaign. Apart from that, I am very pleased to inform that scholarship is still offering for international students in 2020 intake and 2021 intake. So stay tuned and we'll talk about it in a minute. In terms of programs, what the university is offering, I'm sure that lots of you have heard about our university names because we have quite a number of Sri Lankan students already enrolled and studying with us. But if I may go into the detail to make it a little bit more precise for you. We are offering two types of programs at the university. The first one will be undergraduate programs. We have undergraduate programs, two types. The first one is called Associate of Arts. Associate of Arts degree is an undergraduate degree to study 2 years, and students will gain a broader foundation to prepare students for the higher education or to be ready for workforce. As mentioned, that all programs with our university, Canada West, students, once they complete, will be eligible for postgrad work permit up to 3 years. Therefore, students who complete a associate of arts degree, they will have a choice to either to top up their degree with bachelor year with either university or with University of Canada West, or they can do postgrad work permit. Another type of undergraduate program that the university is offering is business communication. We have Bachelor of Business Communication and Bachelor of Commerce. The Bachelor of Commerce is accredited by ACBSP. Business Communication will focus on the communication, advertisement, public relations, while Business of Commerce will be focusing on accounting specialization that we're offering at the moment. Another type of degree that we're offering, it is the postgraduate degree, which is offering at the moment for mass MBA program that lots of you are interested to gain MBA degree in order to start the ladder for your career progression as everyone else in the world. For MBA program at University of Canada West, it is a 2-year program because it consists of 45 credits. And it is also SB accredited as well. There are 3 specializations that we're offering to students. We have specialization in finance, human resources, and leadership management. We also have an MBA foundation course to study just for 1 term to support students who need preparation to study MBA. Okay. We also have the English courses called University Access Programs that will support students who do not meet the requirement of English proficiency that the admission required. The programs with University of Canada West, as being a business innovative technology-oriented university, our programs, especially for MBA and business Bachelor of Commerce, collaborate with digital leaders such as Salesforce, Tableau, IBM, add the digital components to our courses to keep our students up to date into the technology trend and be ready for work. So students will benefit a lot from being able to practice with those prior they go into the job itself. So these are the programs that we're offering. I nearly forgot to mention that the university and Mark International, we're going to have the one-on-one consultation session next week. So I believe you will see the link in the Facebook post. Please register yourself because I will not be able to provide you much detail in terms of entry requirements because there's lots of details because our university, when it comes to entry requirements, we have different criteria that we would like to consider candidates to be accepted onto individual program. So please register yourself and you'll be having the consultation with myself at the appointed time. Okay. Apart from that, I would also like to update you about the situation in Canada. At the moment, as we all know that maybe in Sri Lanka, the curfew has just been lifted. The situation is more positive than other countries. Same as in Canada, the situation, I would say, the Canadian government has contained the situation quite well since, I believe, end of March or mid of March. So lots of our students that already ready to study in April intake, they are unable to travel because of the travel restrictions and so on. So at the moment, the situation in Canada is going towards positive. Um, for example, the government has recently they launched restarting plan for businesses, and there are 5 phases. And at the moment, 1 or 2 weeks ago, they had just reached the phase 2, which allows certain businesses to reopen. For universities, schools, colleges in phase 5, which is expected to reopen in August, around mid of August, and that's the plan. But as we all know, that situation might change on daily, weekly, monthly basis. We just need to keep updated. And usually, the University of Canada will keep update students on our website, as well as Facebook, and as well as through our partners like Mark International Education. So feel free to get in touch with your representative to ask for an update. Apart from that, I am very, very pleased to confirm with you about the postgrad work permit eligibility, because as mentioned, we have lots of students that they were ready to start in April intake, the previous intake, but they are unable to travel. So lots of students still hesitant on how they should prepare their study, whether they should apply the application, whether they should look forward to their, to study abroad. Then I would like to confirm that the Canadian government, they have confirmed the postgrad work permit eligibility of international students that it won't be affected if students start their courses that this year, 2020 courses, just conducting online before this year. This is due to the situation. So I believe that the government is trying to accommodate the situation as well as the needs of the international students. So in my personal opinion, students should go ahead with the plan of study, because application will take some time, admission process will take some time, including the visa process. So having this confirmation from the government is to reassure students that they will not lose or get any time deduction for their postgrad work permit eligibility. Okay. In terms of the university, lots of students ask me, what is the situation? What's a university offering? So I am very pleased to inform as well, because of the situation in Canada is going more towards positive at the moment. So the University of Canada was we just announced of the reopening plan for the coming intake, which is summer intake. The reopening plan will take place this summer intake for some of the blended program, which means students will be studying online together with on campus, but strictly with the distance policy according to the BC for health and safety. So students who are already in Vancouver will be able to have this blended program to study. For students that's still unable to travel into Canada because of travel restrictions, then they will have an option to begin the course online and continue and progress further and come to Canada once the travel restriction is lifted. Because as mentioned, postgrad work permit won't be affected if they begin before end of this year. So this is a very good opportunity for students to carry on their plan as their plan, and not to lose any, not to waste any time and eligibility. Okay, so as mentioned, that University of Canada, we take priority on health and safety of our student, staff, faculty members as a top priority. So all the policy and health measurements is imposed in the campus with hand sanitizer, cleaning process and policy procedure that will take place more often than usual. And also this is to ensure, and we have a special committee that monitor the process throughout the whole time. So that's the situation, which is, I believe, is good news. So lots of students are looking to see what's going on in Canada and what they should do. Apart from that, I'm not sure if you have any questions, Gershon. I'm here today. I'm very excited to see questions that we might have.
There are some students. There are some students asking some questions.
Okay. Okay, so I'm checking the questions right now. We have someone ask about hi, I completed CIMA UK third stage. Also about the qualification that the person has and eligibility. So in terms of MBA entry requirements, if I may reply here in a general way, the admission requires student to have preferably a bachelor degree holder um, in business stream. But if you did not complete your bachelor degree in business stream, then additional of professional work experience, minimum 3 years, might be required. Um, but as I mentioned, that we have different kind of criteria to assess candidate profiles. So please register yourselves in the link and request for the consultation one-on-one with myself. So I will be able to look into your profile and provide you with consultation information directly with you, because sometimes it's because of the GDPR policy that we should not disclose personal information online in public. Someone asked me how long the impact of COVID-19 lasts and what are the measures taken by CW so far and in the future. So for this question, I believe I have just answered the impact of COVID-19. I believe that no one actually knows how long it will last, because hopefully that we will get some sort of vaccination soon to get our normal life back, I would say. But we can try to adjust ourselves into the new normal. And in terms of the university and the country, as I mentioned, that everything moves towards positivity. New businesses start to reopen slowly in phases. As mentioned, university, schools, colleges expected to be open in phase 5, which is August. So for our fall student, for October intake, we are very positive in terms of having and welcoming students back if everything goes according to the plan. But of course, the university needs to follow the BC guidelines in terms of health and safety as well. And does this affect our visa process? In terms of visa process, I believe that you still can apply online according to the CIC, which is Canadian immigration website. In terms of taking the biometric, a few days ago, CIC just announced that the biometric deadline will be extended, and your visa won't be refused if you can't collect your biometric. Because, for example, in some countries, the center might still be closed, but in that case, it won't affect in terms of approving your visa. This is the latest information that we received. I have a question about scholarship. Thank you very much. University Canada West, we are offering programs with reasonable tuition fees, I believe, considering we are Canadian university and offering degree programs to our students. So also scholarships available for some international students who need financial support in different profile. For example, we have scholarship for it's called academic excellence for students that have done well in their previous education. It is going to be just 2 days, and the value is quite worth it. For example, undergraduate, it is up to 20,000 Canadian dollars. For bachelor degree, Associate of Arts, it is up to 10,000 Canadian dollars. While MBA, it is up to $10,000. So, for example, MBA program with University of Canada West, the cost of tuition fee is 35,100 Canadian dollars. So if you are the first class students and interested to apply with us, we would love you to apply for scholarship if you need financial support and you might be considered for 10,000 dollars. And we in fact actually have quite a few Sri Lankan students manage to get high value of scholarship, and I am very proud of them. Apart from that, if you perhaps not have the high academic background, then there are other kind of might support you. For example, if you need to study MBA foundation because for because of your admission result, then that would be 5,000 Canadian dollars of value to support your study, as well as some undergrad program that we have 5,000 Canadian dollars. So that's still a very good amount to support students. I have a question. Someone asked, if I have a UPI program, can I pay when I reach Canada? I think for this one, I am unsure about your question, but maybe we can discuss. If you register yourself in the consultation station, then I'll be happy to answer you more precisely. About the intakes, someone asked about the intakes. Can I apply for January 2021 intake and doing password test? Thank you very much for this, because I nearly forgot to inform you about some offers that university having at the moment, and your representative version also will be there to support you to get this. For application fee, we waive application fee for international students and of course Sri Lankan students who submit application within this year for any intake. Okay, so let's say if you want to apply for January 21 intake, if you submit application this year, it would be waived. Otherwise, the normal application fee would be 150 Canadian dollars. Apart from that, we also have the internal English placement test, because previous month, I believe we all were under curfew and lockdown, and you are still unable to proceed for the taking the English proficiency test, which is one of the requirement of admission. Therefore, the university has internal English placements called password tests that offering for free of charge for applicant to apply for 2020 intake. So in regards to that, for this year, 2020 intake, we have 4 intake left for students to apply and still able to accept your application by, I believe, end of this July. So please reach out to your representative at International to submit your application and request for the English placement. I have someone to ask, October intake for MBA will start on campus or online? I believe that, well, that is no confirmation yet for fall intake, because I believe the university and the senior management, they are also need to see the situation, what's going on, in regards to the COVID-19 situation, to make sure that students are safe. So I believe if everything goes well and positive in terms of situation, we might continue to do a blended program as what is as offering for this summer intake. What are the criteria considered for the scholarship? So I have just I think replied to that question. Someone asked about the entry requirements for the MBA program. Please again register yourself for the consultation sessions. I'll be available throughout next week, so we can arrange date and time at your convenience, and we can discuss about that, about the possibility to be accepted. Where can students check register agent in Sri Lanka? Feel free to inquire to a university. If you go to or Google our university website and inquire, there'll be someone to answer you. But I as well today we with My International. So My International is one of the university representatives in Colombo. So again, admission inquiry. I believe that lots of students still unsure, when it comes to being accepted to the certain program. Um, we have a solid, we have primary entry requirements, which is available on the website. But also sometimes, if you have, for example, ACCA qualification, then that might help you to enhance the to be accepted onto the MBA program, because we have some sort of ACCA pathway, but we need to look at other qualification that you might have as well. So having consultation one-on-one with me, I'll be able to provide you with the full detail, because I cannot disclose your personal information online here. My apologies for that. Um, is there any age limitation to apply for degree program? I believe that Gillian has a good example of one of the candidate that's has quite the age that consider not below 2030s, but successfully being accepted and studying with us. So there's no age limitation as long as you are qualified and in terms of entry requirement be accepted onto a program. Okay. Gershon, do you have any questions for me?
I think you already covered for all the questions.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Could you tell about the exemptions? If you comes like exemptions, there are in Sri Lanka. There are many qualification frames. Like me, an example, if we say CIMA and CIM, and then some qualification also there, right? Could you tell about the exemptions level? Like, example, the recently the exemption who got from the, like, example, if we say CA, right? From the CA, how many levels they have to complete to go through the MBA program or degree program? Is there any barriers?
Okay, so at the moment, we have a pathway program for entry requirement. It's called MBA ACCA pathway with University of Canada West. So if your student has ACCA qualification together with bachelor degree, that will enhance the candidate profile to be accepted onto a certain program, let's say MBA. But when it comes to admission result, I always let students know that the admission results should be given by our admission department or registrar only. Even myself, I am the university representative, and I know lots of information about university and have supported many students, especially in Sri Lanka. But I cannot guarantee either about the result, because there are other areas that might support the profile. But what we can do is to look into the whole overall picture. What do you have? Your CV, your career experience, your qualification, um, and we can discuss on case by case basis. In terms of exemptions, so ACCA would be a very good one to help students go on to MBA degree. Apart from that, I believe HND also would be accepted by our university as well. Apart from that, other professional qualification is to be frank, I'm not sure how much is accepted or recognized in Canada, because Canada is North America region, which is different from, let's say, UK. But as mentioned, when it comes to our admission, we will look at the CV as well. So that's why I always advise them that we would need your comprehensive CV, not just a standard one, because we need to see what you have done, during your career progression, which might be beneficial for you to be considered onto a certain program.
Okay. So there are some questions.
Okay, great. So is there any other questions? So in regards to intake, once again, we still accept application for fall intake, which is, I believe, the deadline by this end of July. So please contact Gershon if you're interested to apply. And otherwise, next year we will start with winter intake, which is in January, and following by spring, which is April intake. Okay, how many? Someone asked me about class schedule. How many days we need to attend class in a week? It depends on the program that you study. Because some students say if you do not meet the English requirement, then you might need to start off with the university access program, which is to study the English academic first. So the time schedule will be different, but for degree level, it is a full-time study, which is 4 days a week at minimum. But there we have quite a few time slots for you to choose from the morning to evening according to your convenience. And as international students, I would like to confirm that you will be able to do part-time job during studying for 20 hours per week maximum. And if you take a term break, it could be 40 hours per week maximum. Okay, this is applied to all degree students, but please take note, if you need to study English program first, then you will not be able to do the part-time work. So you need to progress into the degree program, then you'll be able to do the part-time work. Okay, and once you complete the degree, then you'll be able to apply for postgraduate permit after 3 years with our university VLI number.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yes,
The
please.
orientation programs. The orientation program is mandatory to participate. The students. Please tell about the orientation program.
Orientation.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely, because it's very important for students. One of the reasons why Canadian education is being recognized as one of the highest education in the world, because of the good standards that apply across the public university or private university. So, for example, our universities still need to meet the minimum GPA in order to complete the program and courses. For example, MBA would be 3.0 in each course. So, student needs to understand what they are expected, rather what they need to expect when they enroll the program. So orientation period will support them in terms of getting them to know about the university portal. The student will use that as a primary tool as a student access to reach out to student services team, to reach out to admission, to reach out to academic advisors, for example. Library system that we have, the digital books that student able to access, or the digital programs that student can use for free during the studying with us. In the normal time before this COVID situation, the orientation will also support students to get to know about Vancouver City more, so that would get them to settling into the new the new living life in Vancouver, I believe. Also, please check our Facebook. I believe we have some sort of workshops going on as well that will be benefit to students if you already apply or enroll with our university. Yeah. Okay, so let's check more questions. I have someone asked, during the foundation course, can I work part-time? Yes, you can, because it's considered as part of the degree course. What's the initial payment? We need to pay for 1 year or 6 months before getting the visa. No, regarding these payment questions, I would suggest you to reach out your representative as well, asking for the payment plan to make it more clear if you still have doubts. Otherwise, I can tell you that once you be offered onto a program, and if you like to accept, there is only a deposit that required by the university, and you don't need to pay the whole full year for the visa. Yeah, if you want to, then it's totally fine. So, but by the university policy, we don't allow that. Um, English proficiency. Thank you for your question. Do we require to do IELTS again when applying for postgrad work permit? I believe so. I'm not the right person to probably provide detail about immigration purposes, but yes, I believe you might need IELTS again. Um, but maybe we need to get some updates about that as well. Do I have to wait until of UAP? As mentioned, that part-time work is not allowed for the English course student, and it applies to all post-secondary institutions. Therefore, you need to wait until you progress into a degree program and you're able to register for a security number and start part-time work if you'd like to. We have lots of Sri Lankan students been studying at our university and already in Vancouver, and they managed to get part-time job professionally. So part-time job doesn't need to be anything that you like. It's up to you. It's your choice, because Vancouver has a good positive job outlook throughout the British Columbia actually, and in terms of minimum wage, it looks quite positive. So hopefully it's going to help your financial, but you would need to have some sort of financial coverage while you're studying there as well. I have someone ask about ACCA. Someone has BSc in Applied Accounting. Okay, I believe that's from Oxford University, required for the MBA ACCA pathway. As per your recent change, you have checked our website, I believe. Can we apply with the first 9 paper as before? I need to know what else do you have in terms of your profile. So please register yourself, and I believe the registration link, and then I'll be able to assist with your question one-on-one together with Gershon. In terms of IELTS requirements, is it general IELTS? No, the university required academic IELTS results or equivalent. We also accept PT, TOEFL, Duolingo as well, so you can do that online as well. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to ask?
Yeah, could you tell about the UPA program? There are many students have the doubt of UPA, right? So, example, if we say who have got the overall IELTS 6, then yeah, writing is like example, it's the 5.5. So, could you clearly explain that the UPA programs?
Okay, so the English requirements that required by entry requirements to all programs with University Canada West, either undergraduate or postgraduate program, required at the band of IELTS Academic 6.5, overall band, and writing 6.0 or equivalent. So you can do TOEFL, PTE, Duolingo, etc. If your English proficiency result is lower than this level, you might be offered offered onto a program called University Access Program, which is an English academic English courses. We have 3 courses offering to students. I'm starting from IELTS 5.0 equivalent. Each level would take 1 term to study, which is 3 months only, and can progress into next level. For example, you have IELTS result of 6.0, then you will need to study English or UAP program for 1 level, which is 1 term, 2 months, and then the second term you can progress onto the program that you've been offered to. Okay, or if you have IELTS equivalent of 5.5, then you need to study 2 levels, which is 6 months. Um, you can progress. Yes. So the minimum English requirement IELTS that we can accept is 550. And we study 9 months. So of course it comes with additional time and additional cost. So the higher English proficiency you can get, the better it is. Okay. Thank you, Nimasha. You're right. Regarding the postgrad work permit, if I may correct, I totally related it to the PR and immigration question. No, you don't need IELTS. You need it when you apply for PR, which I'm not going to further details. But no, for postgrad work permit, as long as you complete the degree and get the letter from the university, then you don't need it. So thank you very much for correcting me. After 6 months. So I have someone ask about the payment plan again. So the cost and tuition fee of the university, as mentioned, that we at first we would request students to pay the deposit, which is to accept the offer, and this deposit will go towards your first term tuition fee. So that means once you arrive in Canada or once you are commence your study online, even when you're in Sri Lanka, then you don't need to pay your first term tuition fee because you already paid as a deposit. The second term, then you expect to pay to register before the course begin 1 month minimum. Okay, so and this will continue as it's called installment plan. So each term you expect to pay to cover each term registration courses. Okay, so
yeah, is there any way to do for the University of Access program, UAP program, to the online before they come from Sri Lanka?
well, that's a very good question. Actually, at the moment, if students granted the visa, so the study permit, they're allowed to begin the course online as well because of the situation. So any courses, yes, they're allowed to begin online. And in fact, we have some students have began online courses in April intake because they granted the visa already.
Could you explain me the foundation program? Some students are confused about the foundation program according to their GPA and all. Yeah, could you briefly explain about the foundation program?
Definitely. Thank you. I understand that lots of students, I mean, they apply for MBA program, which is quite in demand in Sri Lanka, right? And some students expected to be offered for MBA program, which I would say from my experience, not everyone would be accepted onto MBA program. This is due to the entry requirements that required by the admission. So either for some reason you have lower GPA or you didn't have enough work experience just yet, you still offered for the postgraduate program in University of West, but begin with MBA foundation course. So APA Foundation course is designed to support students who needs more preparation to begin the MBA program because our class is a small class size. The ratio for academic faculty per student is 10 to 1. So the university and academic committee would like to make sure that students get able to proceed and complete a degree with us. We don't want a student to drop off. We don't want student to fail. So we need to make sure student have strong background and solid background in order to progress. So if you have lower GPA or not enough career work experience, then you might be offered for MBA foundation to start off to study for only 2 courses or 3 subjects of the business foundations. It's a stronger base. And the second term, you can progress on to MBA degree. The course is just a term for 3 months only. And we have scholarship that students are able to apply for MBA foundation as well. Okay, so if you have any questions regarding the programs, payment plan, anything related to university and degrees, please feel free to reach out to Gershon, and I will be able to answer that, or register yourself for the consultation session, and we'll be able to get into in-depth details more than this. So, Gershon, do you have any questions for me? Hello?
Hello. Yep.
Yes, hi. Okay, if there are no other questions, then should we end the session? It's nearly 1 hour. Wow, time flies. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining the session. Thank you, My International Education, to invite University of Canada West to meet students once again. As mentioned, if any students interested to meet me one-on-one, please register yourself, and we can make an appointment to discuss further. So thank you very much, Gershon, for today.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Thanks.
My pleasure. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.